Matt, thanks. It's great to have you here tonight. And these re-released albums have been enormously successful. So is this a new business model for music stars?
Oh, absolutely. In many ways, we've seen the Taylor Swift Taylor's version outperforming the original version on streaming services. So clearly her fans, and she's very good at communicating with them, her fans are gravitating towards these new versions, which sound almost identical to the original.
Do you think this will inspire other young artists to fight the same way and keep their fans and push back against record labels?
I think it will. I mean, Taylor's in a very unique situation in that she has this rabid fan base, and she was able to do so. What we are seeing in a number of these record deals is the labels are extending the time during which you cannot re-record your music. And that was a very key issue here. Taylor's contracts allowed her to re-record them and create new masters if she wanted, and she did. She decided that it was worth the effort, and the streaming services these days, you can get distribution around the world immediately. You don't need a label or an owner to do that. So it was very, very lucrative for her.
But you're saying the record industry is already pushing back, and the Wall Street Journal today said in response to these re-recordings, Universal Music Company has revamped record deals to block artists from doing this. Will that stop the momentum?
Yeah, they're not blocking it. They're just delaying it. They're saying if it was 5 years, it's going to be longer than that, 7, 10 years. If it was longer, they're going to extend those terms. And it's ironic because Universal Music is Taylor Swift's label. So while she signed with Universal and they have her doing this and owning her masters, they're trying to prevent the next generation of Taylor Swift from doing that within a certain time period.
Well, and Taylor Swift also seems like one of the last major global pop stars. I wonder what's next for her.
Well, that's up to her. And I'm not so sure she's the last global pop star. I mean, there are going to be another new generation of stars. And today, with global distribution, we can see that star come from anywhere. If you look at what's going on with BTS from South Korea or some of these other artists that are gaining followings around the world because these streaming services are global now.
Has she completed all of her re-recordings now?
She says she's going to do them one by one, and she has not. She's got multiple albums and that were with Big Machine, and she's not done here. So I think we're going to see this. If this is successful, we're going to see more from her.
Which version do you listen to?
I compared both today. I can't tell them apart, so I listened to the Taylor version.
Wow. You're what do they call him, a Swiftie? Matt,
I am. You know what? If it has to do with money going to a soulless, financial owner or to the artist, I'm going to pick the artist.
I think a lot of people would pick that, obviously. Matt, thanks so much for your time tonight.